Welcome to a wintry Glencoe. Happy New Year, by the way. Now, the reason I'm here is a couple of weeks ago I did a vlog trying to get the sunrise on the buckle. I'll put the link up at the top there for you. And the vlog was fantastic, the sunrise was okay, but it was obscured by a mountain. Because we were on the winter solstice, it was all the way over, the sunrise was all the way over as far as it would go. So it was just slightly obscured. So I thought what I would do, I would jump in the car, get rid of the Christmas blues and get up onto what's called Rannoch Moor. And Rannoch Moor is a big open moor that goes all the way over from the top end of Glencoe, actually all the way over to Perthshire. And it's got lots of nice little lock-ins in there. So I thought if I could get a nice, in my head, the shot I've got is this beautiful reflection shot with black mount in the lock-in with the sun rising behind me. Now there's a few things that I've got to align here. There's got to be no ice on the lock-in itself. There's got to be some great sunrise, good clouds, and also a lack of wind as well. If there's a bit of wind, it doesn't quite work. So come and join me. Let's see if that all works for us, and let's see if we can get sunrise on Rannoch Moor.
When it's morning and my soul is clear, I look in the mirror and I see that love rolling over. You call me back to bed, I find myself again staring at the edge, slow fall into the Indian Sea, where the cold and the hot meet, and the powers that be. Slow fall into the Indian Sea, where the cold and the hot meet, and the powers that be.
Okay, I've had a good wander around and I'm just trying to find a composition that's going to work. There is a few little islands in the middle of Loch Achilles, and I'm trying not to overlap those islands over the mountain or over the rocks, or sometimes they just form like a blocking barrier to the eye, and I kind of want my eye to make that journey through the shot and carry on to the mountain. So I don't want this sort of blocking island in the way. So I've actually spent quite a bit of time wandering backwards and forwards trying to find the right foreground and the right composition. And of course, why is the best composition always in the drink? So I'm good job I've got my wellies on, but this is just right. I'd like to have been on this boulder here, but it's just a bit too far over, and this way here is too far over. So of course the perfect position is right in the drink. Look, I've got my wellies on, but I might have some cold feet, but it's worth it. So we're getting there now. I've got a little bit of pink coming up in the clouds behind me, which means it's coming, and if I'm looking on Black Mount itself, there's kind of a little bit of pinkness coming. My only downside is this waves. It's a bit windy, it's dropping a little bit, and hopefully when that sun comes up it might drop a little bit, but there's a bit of wispiness on here, and I'm not getting the reflection shot I originally wanted. There is no ice on here, which is good, but sometimes a bit of ice will hold back the waves, and sometimes you can get a nice reflection just off the ice. but there's no ice on the lock at all yet, so that might be a bit of a problem. So I think what I'm going to probably do is I'm probably going to put a really big filter on there, maybe something like a 6-stopper or a 10-stop filter, and slow this water down as long as I can, maybe get a 30-second shot, and fingers crossed that'll give me that nice softness to the water. I'm not going to get a reflection, but it's still going to give me some interest, and if that all goes pink, I'll still be delighted with that. I'm just looking over there, and Stub Corio there over there is just going pink, and I reckon this might be a great shot. I don't want to tempt fate, but it might be a great shot. It's just if that cloud sort of shifts over a little bit behind me, but yeah, fingers crossed. Okay, so what I've gone and put on here is I've got the 24-70 lens on here. It's a lovely nice lens, and I'm going to manually focus. I'm just struggling with the focus here, so I'm going to manually focus. I'm probably going to focus stack, I think. Then I've gone and put on the old leaf filter, and this is the 6-stopper I've got on now, but I might change that a little bit. The sky is about to go. It's looking good. I'm just going to be a bit patient. I'm a bit nervous because the clouds are clouding in a little bit, and I'm kind of hoping I'm going to get some pink on the mountain. I can just see it coming in now, but I don't know what to say. The wind has definitely got up, so that's why I've put that filter on. I'm just going to try and slow this down a little bit as much as I possibly can, and that should give me a nice wispy effect. Oh, I just hope this what light comes. It's a bit dodgy, but we'll see. Okay, I'm on the back of the camera now, and I'm just going to show you this composition here, and you'll see that definitely I'm going to need to focus stack here. But what I've gone and done is I've got these lovely boulders. I'll just use the finger. I've got these lovely boulders in this foreground, this one here. I'm very conscious of keeping a gap between the bottom of it and the left hand side, so these boulders are quite literally floating in the shot. If I put them close to the shot, then it just brings the eye down and really locks the eye off to the bottom of the frame and stops the eye making that journey up to the mountain in the distance there. So I'm going to have to focus stack here. I've just tried it, so I'm going to have to focus stack here. I'm going to shoot here, one onto this island up here, and I'm going to have to shoot one on the Black Mount itself, and that way that gives me that focus sharpness all the way through. Can you see what I mean about these little islands? There's one there, look, there's another one there. By getting my elevation, I've separated this island from the foreshore behind. There's a little clump of trees there which I've got to be careful of, so just make sure I've got a bit of separation. I won't go too high because then I'm going to separate this boulder to that, and I'm going to have a large area of water in the middle. So it is just fine tuning it, getting it just right. And like I say, because my feet are in the water, I'm getting soaking, but what that's done is it's made this very heavy round this side, and the eye is very heavy on the left hand side, and then it just tracks up to the right hand side to the Black Mount there. That is going lovely and pink now, and I'm going to start getting a little bit excited because that is looking wonderful. So I think I'm going to take a couple of shots here, but that's the composition, and I hope it kind of works. So I've driven up to the King's house. The light totally went, but then as I come around, you'll see there's the buckle there. Look, there's a bit of light on the top of that. I move around, and that's because there's a little bit of sun over there. Typical. You move and the sun comes out. Anyway, what I think I'm going to do is I am just going to walk up. Further up here is a little track, and I did see a blog from somebody a few weeks ago about a waterfall which is just over there, and I've always seen the waterfall but I never really looked at it and thought it was anything decent, but the guy got a decent shot. So I'm gonna do what I never do, is copy somebody else, but I'm gonna go and have a look at that waterfall at the King's House and see if I get a nice little shot from it. Okay, I've kind of marched over this boggy land. I'm still not sure where this location is, to be honest. I'll flip you around, you can see where I am right now. So there's the King's House there, just in the trees there, and as we come around, there's the Buckle, Rannoch Moor, and I can hear water, and here's the river just coming up here somewhere. There's Mailavuli, the ski centre up there, look. I can see water, I can hear it, but I'm not sure where this waterfall is, so I'm going to keep wandering around like a complete idiot. Hopefully the mountain rescue don't get called out. And I'll try and see where it is. Okay, well I can see the river here. There it is, just flowing a little bit. And there's a guy walking away with a tripod on him. That's always a good sign, that means I'm close. I can hear the water, I reckon just round the corner. Let me go up a little bit here, see if we can have a look. Ah, now we're talking, yep. And there it is. Definitely that's it. Let's get up a bit higher. It looks a bit slippy, but that's the shot. Yeah, that's it. That's that waterfall. Definitely the same one. Let me come a bit higher around and I'll spin around, and there's the Buckle and there's Glencoe itself. So yeah, it's finding something that's going to work for me here, which will incorporate that waterfall but leading the eye up to the Buckle over there. I'm going to have a little skirt around. Let's see if I can find some good compositions, but I think this is definitely the spot. I'm really excited that I found this. I found this great spot. It's gone into a little bit of a portrait mode. The light on the Buckle is fantastic. I'm just going to have to take a shot. The light is just amazing. It's just beautiful. I've got to take shots, so excuse me while I take a shot. Ah, so nice. The key is not to panic. Yes. Okay, I've come to the location, and this is definitely the waterfall that's going to work for me. This is just amazing. Why have I never been here before? Oh my goodness. It just shows you every day's a learning day, isn't it? I mean, it's a perfect spot. So I've wandered around. It is icy, and of course it's going to be a wet feet morning, so good job the well is on. Why am I always in the drink? Look at me, I've got my feet in the water again. But this composition really works. I'll show you the composition on the back of the camera here. Okay, so let me talk you through the composition. What I decided to do was to go into portrait orientation. I'm liking this boulder here as a little bit of foreground interest, and I needed to get in this. It's like a little triangle of waterfall here, of rock, and the water's coming over it. So I tried to get my camera in a position where I could see into this sort of groove here, and what that did then is your eye would come onto this boulder here, and then it would line up, and this lines up with the Buckle. So my eye is now following, tracking against the water, following the river and ending up on the Buckle there. And it just looks amazing. I'm so delighted with this. The light on the Buckle is fantastic. My only concern is it's a little bit of an optical illusion. You see this line down here? This is exactly level. I've put the level on it, it's exactly level, but the only thing is it looks like it's tipping this way, and that's because of this line here, and it gives you that optical illusion. So I'm going to have to be careful of that in the shot. When I get back, I might actually end up having to tilt this over a little bit so it looks straight rather than actually is straight. I've got to take a shot. Look at that light there. I'm just going to have to go and take a shot. Let's see what we get. that was a great shot at the end there. Wonderful location. I'm definitely going to come back here and use this spot again. It was brilliant. Let me know which one you liked. Did you like the one down on Rannoch Moor? Did you like the shot here at the Buckle? And if you really like these videos, if you give me a thumbs up, it really does help out my channel. And if you fancy to see more of this content, click on the subscribe button, and if you tickle the bell as well, you'll get a notification every time I post new content. Nothing more to say, but thank you so much. Have a happy new year, and I can't wait to see you in the next vlog.